Alright, hello everyone, we are here, back with more Death Note. We're gonna be watching episode 8 today. Yeah, episode 8. Last episode, we end off with something that is completely unpredictable in my opinion, and something that I was never really anticipating, which is the death of Miss Naomi. With this this great visual shot of her walking towards her end. It is crazy. It is crazy. If anything, last episode proves that Death Note really doesn't really pull their punches, because I thought she was gonna be around for a few minutes or a few episodes, and then Light decided to, nope, your time has come, and then she dies. But we also got a few more reveals. Last episode, we finally get to meet Watari in his true self, kinda. And essentially the police department finally, they basically like shook hands with Light, with L, and saying, yep, we have terms. We shall agree to trust with each other to help bring down Kira, this mad killer. Meanwhile, Light is playing games and killing a bunch of people. Now he's not really killing criminals per se, he's more killing people who are close to reveal his true self, which is concerning, because from my understanding, you said, Kira, you said that you want to get rid of the criminals of this world, but now you're killing FBI agents. Like, they're not really criminals, aren't they? You're just killing them because they're onto you, which is concerning, especially for his father. But I'm pretty sure that's long in the future. Right now, we're just dealing with the aftermath of this poor lady who unfortunately gave out her name to the killer known as Kira. But anyways, enough talking from me. I have episode 8 up and ready to go. If this is your first time watching, as always, there's gonna be 2 versions of this video. You're watching the reaction highlight on YouTube right now, but if you want to watch the full-length version, there is a link in the description below. There is a full-length reaction to a timer-based reaction, where you can basically sync up your own copy of Death Note. So if you want to watch the full episode with me, you can do that by syncing up your own copy, sync it up with the timer. We can watch the episode together. I'm pretty sure most of you already know how this goes. But anyways, also, if you want to watch the next episode, it is available on Patreon. So if you want to watch early access, you can head over to Patreon. Links in the description below again. And with that being said, let's jump into episode 8 of Death Note. Like, they showed that in the opening, and I'm like, she's gonna be a significant character. Oh, how wrong I was. Oh, the FBI agents today. So I'm assuming they haven't known that that Naomi died.
レイペンバーは15時11分新宿西口の改札から入っています。誰かを尾行していたとしても、この不鮮明な映像からはそれを割り出すのは困難かと思われます。
What ice cream is that?
そして16時42分東京駅ホームにて死亡です。
I love how they're just eating ice cream.
何が変なんだ、エル。何か気づいたんですか？
The ice cream? No.
そして何より封筒です。封筒？死の直前の映像では消えてる。
It disappeared.
私には 必死に電車の中を見ようとしているように見えるのですが。
もしそうならそこに
Did Naomi died on New Year's? That's something that I didn't really talk about because in the previous episode, I'm pretty sure Kira wrote 2007 on the date of her death, and Pember died in 2006.
なんでそんな何週間も先まで死のスケジュールを組む必要がある
簡単に言えば、僕が入院したりしたら、八神局長の息子さんが入院した途端、犯罪者が死ななくなりましたね。
Ah, that is true. Clever.
龍崎警察庁の浮田さんが気になる一般情報の電話を今受けているとのことですが。
ああ、では5番の番号を向こうに教え、その情報者にそこにかけ直すようにと伝えてもらってください。松田さん、携帯の電源入れていいですよ。いや、入れてください。
あ、はい。あ。
That is funny.
婚約者。
Ah, they're finally learning about it.
彼女か。ロサンゼルス BB 殺人事件の。
Okay, so what she said was true in the previous episode.
いや、私の知っている美空直美は芯の強い優秀な FBI 捜査官です。何かを掴んだのかもしれない。
Oh, she found a clue, alright. Unfortunately, she's taking that clue to her grave.
捜査対象は2人の警察関係者とその周辺。北村次長とその家族、そして八神局長とその家族です。
This is when things get hard.
首どころか命までかけて私たちは捜査していたはずです。
You gave him your trust.
10%、いや、5% です。
Only 5%, huh?
1% でも可能性があるならとことん調べるべきだ。
Very stern.
私も自分の家族を疑われていたのでは心外だ。
But you'll do it anyway.
つけてください。
ありがとうございます。そのつもりです。
局長、何を言ってるんですか。
そうですよ。局長には奥さんや
He's twitching. He doesn't really want to do it, but he has to do it anyways. Yeah.
渡り、盗聴器カメラモニターの設置にどれくらいかかる？
明日以降であれば、両家の不在。
Is L gonna come to their home?
なんだ、誰もいないのか。
The surveillance are already there. I wonder if he's gonna notice it.
なあライト、家に誰もいないようだし、久しぶりに。
He knows. He knows. Now he's checking out some of this. Yeah.
この服に盗聴器は仕込まれていない。あのドアノブはドアを閉めると水平の位置に自然に上がり、それ以上は上がらない。
Ah.
ドアを閉めた後、
Okay.
わざと一番上まで上がった位置からまた5ミリ
To 5 millimeters. Jesus Christ.
俺の口に入ってしまえばリンゴは見えないが、持っている時は宙に浮いて見えるな。
やっぱり
I see.
死神は死なないから餓死もしない。つまりリンゴをあげなくても問題はないな。
ちょっと待ってくれライト。
This is funny.
まずすべてのカメラの位置を把握する。もしかしたらリンゴを食べる資格くらいあるかもしれない。
Look at this. Both of them working together. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
いや、俺はカメラを触ったよ。あの真面目な息子があんな雑誌を。
Oh my!
が、私には部屋に誰か入っていないか確かめていたのはこういう本があるからですと言い訳しているように見えるんです。
まさか龍崎、うちの息子を疑っているのか。
Because it seems like if Light knows there's cameras, there's no way he's going to be looking at stuff like this, right? Smart. Smart.
だとしたらどこまで絞られている。最低でもレイ・ペンバーが調べていた。
I love how detailed these pictures are compared to like the actual characters. Like there's actual shading and yeah.
大丈夫。こういう事態に備えてこんな本までいろいろ準備してきたんだ。
ライト。
My son is a horny pervert.
君を
Oh my.
愛してる。渡り、各テレビ局に例のテロップを流すように指示してくれ。
わかりました。
そう。僕は個人
何？ ICPO はキラ事件に対し先進各国から総勢1500
How is he gonna react?
人だってすごっ。
このリビングにもカメラはついているはず。このニュースが本当であろうとなかろうと、これを見せて反応を見ようということか。
Mm-hmm.
バカだな ICPO も。
え？
こんな発表をしたら意味がない。送り込むならこっそり入れ、こっそり操作させるべきだ。極秘で操作してた FBI でさえあんな目にあったのに、これじゃその二の舞になる。でもこれじゃキラにもバレバレじゃないのかな。
Oh?
賢いですね、息子さん。
まあ。
ごちそうさま。
お兄ちゃんご飯の後にポテチ？せっかくスタイルいいのに太るよ。
受験勉強の夜食だよ。
カメラ全部探し出したぜ。死神も頑張ると疲れるんだな。
Good for you, Ryuk. Good for you.
ものすごいカメラの数だ。つけたやつは見つかるの覚悟でつけてるとしか思えない。全部で
That's a lot. 64 is a lot.
家の中じゃ喋れないんだったな。明日外に出た時教えてくれ。
Yeah.
そうはいかないよ、エル。そこまでだ。
Oh my. Oh my. Are we... Is this...
3週間先まで犯罪者は死んでいくようにデスノートには記してあるが、キラは死の時間を操れるということも。
He has a potato chip. I just realized this.
今報道されている犯罪者を殺すことができる。右手で方程式を解き続け、左手で名前を書き、
Are you gonna take a potato chip and eat it?
ポテチを取り食べる。
10 out of 10. 10 out of fucking 10.
僕のアリバイの目撃者はエル本人だ。
I'll take this bag of potato chips and throw it down the trash can. That was a terrible joke, by the way. That was a terrible joke.
先ほど今日9時のニュースで初めて報道された横領容疑の銀行員が取り調べ中に、そしてひったくり犯が留置場で2人とも心臓麻痺で亡くなりました。
キラだ。
八神さん宅はその時間、奥さんと娘さんはドラマを見ていた。ドラマが終わるとテレビを消し、その後は一切見ていない。息子さんは7時半過ぎから11時現在まで勉強しかしていない。キラは殺人に顔と名前が必要。そのニュースを見ていなかった者はキラではないか。
今日ゴミの日だからあるなら出してね。
めんどくさいな。
何言ってるの。 それぐらい言われなくてもっていつも言ってるでしょ。
はいはい。
Did Light throw out a piece of paper from the Death Note? Perhaps? To hide the evidence? That's a possibility.
おはようございます。
Because he is looking at the trash being thrown. Oh, he totally has a piece of the Death Note there. Calling it right now. Because when he was throwing the garbage out, there's like 1 or 2 pieces of paper. Come on, it's obvious. That was a pretty good episode. Didn't realize that we were gonna get the infamous potato chip scene in this episode, but I'm happy that we did.
With Ryuk's information and my preparations, I can continue to kill criminals whose names are broadcast on the news, while masquerading as a typical high school student studying for his entrance exams. Just watch me, El. I'll solve equations with my right hand and write names with my left. I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
That was terrible. That was kind of terrible. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, episode 8 of Death Note. Where do I start? Let's start with the potato chip scene. This is probably one of the best scenes in all of anime. No. I think the best part about this episode, in my opinion, was the second half of the episode. When, no, not when Light is looking at adult pictures, no, but when L is looking at this surveillance footage and just like biting his toe, his thumb, and like thinking like, what is this kid doing, right? That is interesting. I fucking love it. It's the investigation side of Death Note, and I find like every time L is like deducing something very, very fun to watch, and it is definitely something that that perfectly balances Light's killing spree or what have you, right? Yeah, this entire sequence was great. This entire scene where Light is just trying to figure out ways and, you know, to act and be non-conspicuous, and then L just looking at all of the very minute details, and then L is thinking like, your son is smart. Too smart, I would say, you know. And even his father, you know, was like, so my family's like clean, right? There's your proof, right? They're innocent. But no, L looks further than that. L looks at Light's actions, and it seemed very innocent, but it may as well be too innocent, to the point where it feels like it's being forced. Again, we still haven't seen how we still don't know L's true mindset in this, because he has his suspicions, right? We just don't know to what extent, right? But it is fun to watch. Also, I love the idea of Light hiding the whatever it is that he is hiding in the potato chip. This goes to show how much I don't understand technology. Like, I don't know what this is called. I'm not a zoomer. Maybe I am. But yeah, this is the reason why Light knows how, like how Light knows some of these new criminals, and this is why L was like scratching his head, like there's no way he knows because he's been studying this whole time. Like, how does he know? Obviously L isn't smart enough to think about the potato chip, but it is what it is. What did he throw? Yeah, he threw some paper. And a potato chip. Oh! No, he probably threw away the device inside that potato chip as well. So now, if they investigate the house, they don't know that that device actually existed. Not necessarily the Death Notes itself being thrown out, but the device itself. I see. Because they are really focusing on the trash being thrown away, so obviously there's a significance there. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think that might be the case, yeah. Yeah, he has no knowledge because the device never existed. He doesn't have that kind of device. He just threw it away. Clever, smart. So at this point we know that she dies because she's been reported to be missing. The police and L just doesn't know that she's actually dead. They only know that she is missing and gone, but we don't know for sure. I mean they don't know for sure. We as an audience know for sure because we have seen Light and her interacting in the previous episode. So it's kind of sad that she has passed away, but her death is basically like building up L's character more and more, in my opinion, because now we know that she is someone who used to be close to L in terms of like they used to be working together, and even L's expression here, even just for a split second, even if it's just like a shock facial expression, it's still like, oh shit, I used to know this person and now she's dead. L is still acting very cool and I would say calm about this whole thing, but it remains to be seen how far until L snaps. I've already talked about how Light is going to snap, which is basically him not being able to find L's true identity, but I never really talked about L's future because I don't really know what's gonna happen to him. Like for as far as I know, L is probably going to be investigating Light as well, and since Light is the one doing the killing, I don't know how far or how much emotion that L himself necessarily holds in terms of this, in terms of this situation, right? Like I'm thinking of like what happens if, like, let's say Watari died, for example, right? How is that going to affect L? And how he's going to approach this thing? Because here's another thing, right? The more these two people, Light and L, try to one-up each other, the more they have to basically adapt and change their methods, right? And it's always fun to see characters who already has like a pre-established rule upon themselves, like, okay, I don't do this, I don't do that, but then when the situation arrives, the moment where they have to forego those rules and then they have to resort to something else that goes against those rules. Like let's say someone who always has a rule upon themselves to never kill a person, right? Let's say they're a vigilante who never kills a person, but then all of a sudden there comes a point where they have to make a choice between killing someone or a great consequence may happen. Like those kinds of situations I always love, and I'm kind of interested to see whether those kinds of stuff is going to happen in Death Note, especially when it comes to like L and Light. I mean, when it comes to Light, I feel like he has already gone beyond that. I mean, he's already like killing people, so at this point Light is just basically the only barrier that Light hasn't broken through yet, in my opinion, is again the fact that he has not made the deal with Ryuk. But when it comes to L, we still don't know yet. We still don't know what kind of barrier that L himself put upon himself to essentially work the way he does. So, interested to see where that storyline may potentially happen or may potentially go. But either way, really cool stuff. Excited to see what happens in the future. I feel like that's pretty much it when it comes to this episode. Again, we've only started the show 8 episodes in. This has mostly been like a major build-up to what is inevitably L and Light's ultimate like battle. Like we're just setting up the setting and everything, and again the plot is moving forward, and the more I see these psychological battles between the two, like mind games, it is gonna be fun. It is gonna be fun. I feel like again that's pretty much it when it comes to Death Note episode 8. If you do enjoy my reaction, hit the like, subscribe as always. Again, if you want to watch the full episode with a timer, links in the description below. Also, if you want to watch the next episode, you can get it on early access in the Patreon. Again, links in the description below. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next week for more Death Note. Take care, guys.